Hello, Chunkers, and welcome back to Cheapskate Chunk, where we are unlocking old school RuneScape's free-to-play map, one chunk at a time, with the aim of completing Dragon Slayer 1. First of all, a big thank you to those of you who supported the first episode. It means a lot to me, especially as it was a very janky episode. But yeah, we even got our first comment on our channel. Thank you very much to SantaRS for leaving the first ever comment and talking to me on Discord afterwards as well. Really appreciate you, buddy. I've taken your feedback on board and I hope you enjoyed this episode if you're watching. I'd also like to say he's also got his own channel. I've linked it in the description below. He's actually had a very interesting series where he's like community locked his account, where he goes around talking to people in game and asking for tasks. So check that out. I think it's actually a very interesting concept. But yeah, let's get on to the first thing, and that is going over what happened last time in the Lumbridge chunk. So let's go back to recap Cheapskate and see how we got on. Previously in the Lumbridge chunk, we got all these tasks complete that you see on screen right now. So 60 woodcutting, 60 fire making, 20 attack, etc, as well as all these best in slots, and we completed Cook's Assistant. We also started Room Mysteries, X-Master Spot and Restless Ghost. And that meant that we could unlock our first chunk, which is the South Lumbridge Swamp. So now you're all caught up, let's have a look at the tasks we have in this chunk. So first we had Mistful in Mystery. So that's a quest we got to complete. We have to get level 15 fishing to fish some anchovies. We have to mine some copper and tin. We have to get 18 smithing to smith a bronze plate body. And we have to get all these best in slots, so a bronze scimitar, a bronze kite shield, a bronze chain body, and a bronze mace. All pretty easy stuff, so let's see how we did. Okay, so as I mentioned last episode, I actually done a lot of these chunk tests before we even started the series, and that included doing this quest, Mistful in Mysteries. So I think you'll forgive me if I don't show me doing that quest on screen. It's not the best quest, let's face it. Now we also completed the level 15 fishing requirement, but let's just fish up an anchovy here, just to, show it on screen. And there we have it, one anchovy, chunk task complete. Next we had to get mine some copper and tin, and we've definitely mined a lot of copper and tin over my time doing this, so let's just do that real quick. Just to make all the things we need to make again. And we'll be right back when we are making the bronze stuff for the best in slot stuff. Okay, so we've got all the bronze bars we need for doing this, so let's do it. First, let's complete the chunk task to smith a plate body. There we go. Oh no, don't make two. Okay, good. The scimitar, let's go. And the kite shield, as well as I believe we need to do the mace as well. Yep, there we go. So there we go. Chunk tasks all complete for this chunk, right? Let's move on and roll the chunk. Shh, I didn't forget the bronze chainmail. You're imagining things. It's right here. See, right there. Okay, so now we can move on. Going somewhere? I don't think so. Don't worry, I haven't died. Still a hardcore Ironman, but we do have one more chunk task unfortunately in this chunk. We do have to buy the Angel Gravestone, which I believe is here we are. I'm looking for a different gravestone. It costs 200k, which is, a problem. But yeah, let's go over our options for how we're going to be able to raise that money. So now that we know we have to earn 200k to earn that wonderful Angel Gravestone, which is a completely pointless upgrade. But them the rules, we have to do it, we have to unlock it. So, no use dwelling on it, let's see what we have to do to earn that money. Now, as a free-to-play only account, we have a few options, but the top two options are woodcutting and smithing. Now, I've already done the sort of calculations on this. For bronze plate mails and just making them up and selling them to the general store, we can earn approximately 1,356 GP per hour, which would take us if you take into consideration our current GP stack of about 20,000 gold, it will take us 135 hours, I believe, to earn 200k if my math is correct. It's probably not correct, my math is terrible. So, a long old grind, and so let's have a look at option 2, woodcutting. This is a much faster money making effort. This would make me earn 3,260 GP per hour. So this will take us 56 hours, which is manageable, very, very nice. But at the same time, woodcutting XP for us now, after we made 60, as a free-to-play only account, is kind of wasted XP. And if you have a look at our chunk picker at the moment, I'll bring it up here. If you have a look at chunk number 4, there's adamant ore in that mine, in that chunk. Which would mean we'd have to get a pretty sizable smithing and mining level if we rolled that chunk with only a bronze pickaxe. So I concocted a plan. Because I don't really want to waste time woodcutting for what I think is pointless woodcutting XP. Considering we don't have to ever go above 60 in free to play. I think it's actually best what we do is we just go with a bronze smithing route to get our smithing level up as well as our mine level, and in between those, on intervals, we kill goblins. Now the reason we're going to kill goblins is because they drop beginner clue scrolls, and there is a small, tiny, minute chance we could get a black pickaxe from those clue scrolls, which would be a big upgrade from our current bronze pickaxe. So, I'm actually going to do that. I think it'll be a bit more varied as well, so you're going to watch me for a few days at the very least hunt for this black pickaxe as well as do some mining and smithing for bronze. Now, because I also don't want this to take a lot of time, we're actually going to give ourselves a sort of self-imposed time limit to earn this bronze pickaxe. And it's going to be, I think, about 7 days. And would you look at that? The sandwich lady is here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a sandwich real quick. Oh, we get the baguette. Let's see. Is it the stale baguette? It is not. So we're just going to eat that real quick. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by the sandwich lady, let's get back to where we were. So yeah, the time limit is going to be 1 week. No, wait, 2 weeks. 2 weeks of trying to hunt for this black pickaxe. In that time, if we don't get it after 2 weeks, well, we're not going to get it. We're going to go chop some trees after that, but let's hope we get the black pickaxe, and that will be what we're going to be hunting for the next 2 weeks. So, without further ado, let's get into the live stuff. Now, first of all, let's go over what we already have, and we have our stats, which I'll just flash up here, and we have a head start of about 20k before, so we've just got to do the same thing again 10 times. So I decided to give myself a little hour to kill some goblins, get some clue scrolls, and I'll let you know if we get anything good. Okay, we're about to come up at a very special level here. That should be after we start hitting this goblin. 30 attack. Beautiful. Okay folks, we've got our first clue scroll of this goblin grind, so let's have a look. And it's one we can't do. Okay, well, unfortunate. We drop and we move on. Okay, our second clue scroll of the hour. Let's have a look. What is it going to be? Looks like another shanty pass step. Oh well. On to the next one. Okay, no usable clue scrolls yet, but we do get 26 strength. I've also just realised something. Even though I love the HD pack, it wasn't really showing me the chunk. So I've had to switch to basically the region locker GPU, which is less pretty, but it keeps us honest and makes sure we don't go outside that chunk. So yeah, I noticed I did go outside my chunk for that last clue scroll. Luckily it wasn't important, but we're not going to make that mistake again. Okay, we're about to make to another little milestone here. I think we should be getting ourselves 27 strength right after I kill this next goblin. Let's go. Come on, I thought I timed this perfectly. Oh well, come on, you're embarrassing me now. just get it over with. There we go, 27 strength. Easy as that. Okay folks, another clue scroll, let's have a look. Challenge ramp, can't do it. Well, we're just going to put this over here and forget it ever existed. And another clue scroll, let's have a look. And yep, it's another nope. But I'll tell you what makes me uneasy. These shirtless goblins, like, you're really going to turn up to invade Lumbridge with just a loincloth and a bicycle helmet, my guy? And there's no life in his eyes. He's very creepy. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to put him out of his misery. Maybe he'll drop another clue scroll for us. I doubt it, but we'll see. Nah, just a hammer. Apparently he had a hammer, so that's something. Okay, we're about to come up to 28 strength now, so that's fun. It always happens, doesn't it? It's always the next goblin. Okay, let's go. There we are, 28 strength. Fun stuff. Right, one more clue scroll, let's see what it is. And that's a wizard's tower, another one we can't do. So I'm not going to go over all the ones we can't do from now on. I think I'm just going to do a quick montage like nope, every time we get them. Okay, now we're approaching our next strength level, which should be level 29 strength. Let me just get that. There we go. 29 strength. Lovely stuff. Man, look at this guy, the iconic look. The chef's hat, the wooden shield, the little iron dagger. This guy, who is he? Mr. Adam 2026. A year early. What a man. What a mighty fine. Nope. Probably the last clue scroll of this 1 hour basic grinding session. Let's have a look. Gielinor. Very close, but no cigar. Almost forgot to record there, but that's 35 hit points. Right, we're just about rounding off the hour now, and we do get level 30 prayer. It's kind of crazy that prayer is actually keeping up with the rest of my stats. This was mostly part of because of the magic grind we did in the first chunk. But yeah, 30 prayer, pretty cool. Not sure if it unlocks anything. It doesn't. So here we are doing some mining, and you can see it's dreadful. Bronze pickaxe is not the best, even on copper and tin. But yeah, I'll just be doing this for about another hour before heading to bed, and I'll let you know if we get anything interesting on this little grind, but probably not going to be that interesting. So, past Cheapskate didn't record his voiceover for this, but that's 29 mining. So yeah, now we've got our first infantry of ore and such. This is what I'm going to be doing all the time while I'm doing little smithing runs. As we go to this furnace, of course, I run energy, we just smelt a load of iron bars. Not iron bars, I wish they were iron bars. And then make them into bronze plate bodies and one set of bronze plate legs. And we sell them to the general store and we complete the cycle. But yeah, I think we're close to a smithing level here, so I'm going to stay with you until we get that. And then I'll be right back with you. But first of all, let's get this smithing level. There we go, 24 smithing. That would unlock iron warhammers. Nice. But yeah, we basically just smelt all these bars up. It takes a while. And then we just go over to this anvil very slowly because we've got no run energy, and we smith a couple of plate bodies, and just a pair of plate legs. And we go over to the shop assistant and get them sold off for a little bit of money. And this is how we're going to be making the money all the way up to 200k. Unless we get the bronze pickaxe, the black pickaxe from the clue scrolls, then we just cut yew trees for a while, because we don't have to worry too much about the pretty bad, well, we still have to worry about the pretty bad mining and smithing grind from the potential chunk roll in the future. Guess we didn't live record his reaction to the level again. This guy, 24 smithing. Okay, we're almost at the next milestone, which will be, once we get this, 30 mining, which means we can now mine coal and pure essence. So, pretty neat. And you are joining us again for another level. We are about to get 31 mining. There it is. And welcome back to the bronze anvil, where we should be getting 25 smithing, which could get us iron battle axes if we had access to iron ore and an anvil that wasn't rusted. And you join us back here for another lovely mining level. Once I can mine the tin bronze pickaxe, man, it's gonna be the death of me. But 32 mining, not bad. Right, and on this little smithing run, we should be getting towards our next smithing level. And after that, I think I'm going to call it a night for the night. Because I am tired, I have work in the morning, but before I go to work in the morning, I'm going to do another little bit of mining and smithing. And then come back and do some more grinding. 26 smithing. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. I realise I've actually given you guys a bank update anyway, so yeah, here's our bank. So far you can see I've got it mildly organised, still not perfectly organised, but we've got loads of runes, quite a few gems to cut whenever we get the crafting level to do so, as well as, you know, some miscellaneous fashionscape from random events. But yeah, this is our bank. We also got like some strength potions from the maze random we got in the first chunk. All very good stuff. And welcome back. We're here at day number 2 of the grind. And, you know, we're going to start out strong. We're going to full inventory of tin and copper ore. And we're going to continue smithing for a little bit while I get ready for work. This week I probably won't be able to grind too much. Obviously I've got other responsibilities other than grinding. I have work, and I also have a pretty important exam this week for my Japanese language school. For those who don't know, I actually do live in Japan. I moved here about 7 months ago. Enjoying it so far. It's a really fun experience. I don't have much in the way of money anymore because I very expensive moving here. But it's a fun time. Yeah. Let's just continue with the smithing grind. And now let's start day 2 off strong with a lovely, lovely mining level. That is 33 mining. Let's keep grinding. And I might have completely miss it, but we got 27 smithing. So yeah, a great way to start the morning. And welcome back to the mines for dun dunk 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 34 mining. And you join us back at the anvil for what should be another smithing level. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Level 28 smithing. We can now apparently make nothing new. So I've got about half an hour before I have to head to work, so I thought I'd try out my range setup for the first time. We've only got 5 range at the moment, and I've already told you before, I kind of like my stats somewhat even. I'm just one of those weirdos, like my combat stats even, so just gonna chill and AFK some range while I prepare to go to work. Fancy level up animation, but we've got level 6 range, so, you know, a start. And that's level 7 range. And that's level 8 range. Making our way up to the higher combat levels. That's level 9 range, and it's very amazing how quick these early levels come. Let me just check our total up now. 443. Not far off now from being able to go on to 500 total level worlds. Okay, and here we are at level 10 range. Yeah, a nice round number to sort of end off this little mini grind with. Not really a grind, getting to level 10 of anything. But yeah, I gotta head to work, and when we get back from work, I'll probably end up doing some studying and just chilling out, killing more goblins for a bit. So we're back from work, and we're just gonna keep killing goblins for a bit. I've also got to study today. I've got a pretty big Japanese language exam coming up this week, so I'm going to be doing a lot of studying after work and in the evenings. But in my little breaks between study, I'm going to kill some goblins and do some smithing, and I'll keep you updated. And our first clue scroll of the day, let's see what it is. And it's not one we can do, so dropping it on the floor. Okay, another clue scroll, let's have a quick look. And that is not one we can do, unfortunate. And literally 5 seconds after I said that, I noticed there's a clue scroll on the ground. And it is Wizard's Tower. Unfortunate. Got 11 range. Missed the level up again. Okay, I'm about to try next range level. That's level 12 range. There we go, level 13 range. Not sure why the pop-up didn't come up. Okay, that's level 14 range, and I guess I best get back to studying Japanese grammar. Pray for me. Right, we're about to reach our next range level, which should be level 15 range. So yeah, something happened. This just landed here. It's about 19% away to the next layer, but there's no one mining it. Maybe I should alert the troops so they know it's here. So I can maybe mine this once it gets to about the level 3, I think. Let me have a look. Yeah, level 3 is when I need it to be at, so maybe I should alert the shooting star hunters. Well, I tried my best to report it, but I guess no one cares about a tier 6 shooting star there. And it's gone. Well, that's a shame. Guess I forgot his microphone was off again, so I was supposed to record this. That's 35 mining. 2 times in a row, what this is. 29 smithing? Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here for today. So day 2, we've ended up with 26k, thereabouts. So not much progress today, been pretty busy with both studying and work. So not much time to do much in the way of money making or clue hunting. But yeah, we'll come back to it fresh tomorrow and see if we can get a bit further. Right, as we always try to do, we'll start today strong with a nice mining level. So yeah, level 36 mining. Welcome to day number 3 of the grind to 200k. So today, I'm starting strong. Had my nice struggle breakfast because I'm waiting for payday of basically homemade rice pudding with just rice, water, sugar, and let's just keep grinding away, and hopefully we'll earn a fair bit of money today. There we go. Level 30 smithing. These early levels are really quick, and I'm very aware that they're going to slow down very quickly. But it's a nice little dopamine hit while I continue doing this while studying for today's exam, which should be grammar in Japanese. I've got another couple of exams after that in a couple of days' time, so reading and listening exam, which I'm actually a bit more worried about. I'm actually decent at the grammar now. Well, anyway, less of me rambling about the horrible exams I've got coming up and more focusing on some smithing. Alright, first random event of the day, we've got a nice dunce random to go. So yeah, let's go for the exam, let's see if we can actually do it. And we got a book of knowledge, we're going to put that on crafting. 105 crafting experience. Does that give us level? It does, level 8 crafting. And speaking of crafting, we also get quite a few gems from this little mining grind. So once we get up to the correct level from lamping for cutting these gems, we should not have to worry too much about the potential crafting grind that's potentially on our way if we roll the chunk to the west, east? I don't know which one it is. And that's 37 mining. Alright, we got ourselves a maze random. I'm not going to do the little trick where you do the opening the chest and then waiting for ages. I'm just going to go ahead and do this maze random. Let's see what we get. Alright, not the fastest maze I've ever done, but let's see what we got from it. So we got feathers. Well, pretty good for fly fishing later, I guess. Here we are at the anvil again for 31 smithing. Decided to go back to my favourite goblin house to murder all these goblins. I'll let you know if we get any good clue scroll. No clue scroll yet, but 17 range. Oh, I lied. There's a clue scroll right there. Let's have a look. Flint's Maze Shop. Unfortunately, not one we can do. And here we have level... The popper didn't come up again, but level 18 range. Level 19 range. And that's level 20 range. Clue scroll drops aren't being kind to us today. We've only had like one in this entire little session, but we'll keep at it. That's 21 range. And there you have it, 22 range. And while there's a crazy old thunderstorm going outside, we got a maze random, so I'll let you know what we get from this. Okay, got through the maze random, let's see what we got. Death runes and feathers, and some coal. You know what? Not bad. Okay, well, I'm trying to survive this crazy thunderstorm. It almost knocked out my power. Like the lights were flickering, the monster flickered. It was crazy. But anyway, enough about the weather. Let's have a look at our next mining level. Level 38 mining. Right. Well, let's hope I survive this thunderstorm. Right, the thunderstorm may be calming down, but the levels haven't. That's 32 smithing. Taking a little break from mining and smithing to do a bit of clue scroll hunting. Let's see what we get here. It is... Hey! A step we can do! Celebrate good times, come on. Da, 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 da. It feels so good to get a doable clue step. And you know what else feels good? I wanted that to be a much more smooth segue, but it is. Oh god damn it. Level 23 range. I was in clan chat, it doesn't pop up with my level. Damn it. Join me in praying for more clue scrolls with... Damn it, I expected that to be the level. There we go anyway. 31 prayer. And there we go, that was a final bronze arrow, and it put up a fight. It was a while before that arrow ran out. But anyway, we're going to move on to the iron arrows we got from that maze random back in the first chunk. Which does give us a new max hit, I believe. So, that's pretty nice. Okay, second clue scroll of this little grind. Let's see what we get. That's 2 in a row, that's amazing. Right, so just one more clue scroll and we can get ourselves our first casket of this grind. Okay, that's 24 range. Okay, can we make it 3 in a row? 3 in a row, come on. Yeah, I mean that's too much to ask, wasn't it really? Oh, we just got a new combat level and a hit point level. I think I may have called it on camera, but if I didn't, well, it's there in the chat. 36 hit points and 38 combat now. 25 range, not bad. And right after that, we've got a nice little clue scroll. Let's have a look. Charlie Tramp. We're so close. We're so close to this next step and getting a guaranteed casket. I can feel it. We're going to get it tonight. Clue scroll's coming in hard and fast today. Let's have a look. Nope. Oh well. Hey, lovely. Wait for it. 26 range. And that's level 27 range. That's what, every time we get a range level, a clue scroll also just appears on the ground. Let's have a look. Barbarian Village. Eesh. So I've also been killing imps while I've been mining and smithing. This is because I realised that if I roll a chunk to the north, I'm gonna need the pot of flour from imps again. So I kept killing them till I finally got it again, and there we are. We have it. Oh, looks like we've got an evil Bob event. Let's see which one it is. It appears to be this one. Okay, Prison Pete. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that took me longer than I expected. But we got out of there. Prison Pete is free. And he gave us law runes. Okay, that's something. 39 mining. Level 33 smithing. Okay, one more clue scroll. And nope. Alright, just about to join us for another range level. 28 range. And another clue scroll. Nope. Okay, another clue scroll. Let's have a look. It's a big old nope. And we're just about to hit 29 range after this. There we go. I'm not sure if we'll have the arrows to get a 30 range. We'll see. You join us once again for another clue scroll. And so close, so close. Okay, we just about made it. I think I've got like, what, 3 arrows left, but we made a 30 range. So yeah, gonna call it here for today, and we'll come back tomorrow nice and fresh. Alright, one last event to round off today. We got 3 Forester. Let's see what we get. And after that, we got a fancy new hat. So here at the end of day 3, let's just have a look at everything. So here are our stats, and here's the cash stack. Alright, welcome to day number 4, and we're going to start off strong with a strength level. That's level 30 strength, level 32 prayer. So we're getting up there in prayer levels. Oh, I missed a recording, but we got a level 26 strength and level 39 combat. So yeah, I love these early levels, like, and also mixing up the smithing and like clue scroll grind really does give us that dopamine hit of like levels like almost constantly at the moment. Obviously that's going to slow down, but at the moment it feels good. Past Cheapskate didn't record his microphone again. That's level 37 hit points. And he did it again for 27 defense. I'm not sure what I was talking about here, but this is a long clip, but I'm pretty sure it was profound. Okay, and welcome to 28 defense. So we're pretty much getting up there in terms of combat level. And that's another nope. And we approach another level. This should be after I whack the Goblin, 29 defense and 40 combat. So gonna switch to the mining and smithing grind again, and decide we're gonna wear some fashion this time at least. We're gonna look good doing it. Look at those little camo tops, some lederhosen, a nice little fat hat. It's gonna be a lovely time. Oh, we got a little Posty Pete random. Let's see what we get from this. Sure, anything for Molly. Okay, I think we got the right twin. So let's see what we get from this. Would have been embarrassing if I didn't get this right. And then we get teleported out of Chunk, and that's how we'd lose. Okay, so what do we get? A couple of emeralds, not bad. Oh, Soe wa lepo ro yonju no saikutsu desu. Kore wa sanjuyon on rebu desu. And that's 34 smithing. We can now make steel short swords. Level 30 defense, so I'm going to train strength now until about 40. But look how nice. 30 attack, 30 strength, 30 defense, 30 range. That just makes my brain happy. So I just missed it, but we got 31 attack. I mean strength. Alright, another clue scroll, let's have a look. Nope. Alright, almost back-to-back clue steps, let's have a look. Nope. Unfortunate. Hey, it's another beginner clue scroll. And we can't do it. 32 strength. And you join me for another level, it is 33 prayer. Not far off protection prayers, I don't think. What's that? Like 37? We've just about almost got incredible reflexes. Alright, another clue scroll. Let's have a look at this one. It is. Da, 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 da. Not one we can do. Here we go again, another clue scroll. And Champions Guild. Okay, we're going to end it here for today. I have to go see the lovely girlfriend as well as study for this exam tomorrow. Got a very difficult Japanese language exam, reading and listening. I'll let you know how it goes tomorrow. Alright, start of a brand new day. So we're starting off today with 34k. Yeah, we're not going to get much progress today. Obviously, big exam today, but a little bit of goblin killing before we go to work. And maybe something in the evening. Probably not though. And just like always, we try to start the day strong with a level. And that should be level 33 strength and 41 combat. Not a bad start to the day. Okay, I just missed it, but we just got 38 hit points. So yeah, the level's coming thick and fast this morning. And I believe that's a clue scroll as well. No, that is not a clue scroll. That is just my pile of undoable clue scrolls. Well, that's sad. I hate when goblins die on my clue scroll stack. I'll tell you what is nice, being occasionally able to hit a nice 5, because now it just deletes goblins in one hit, which is just satisfying. So hopefully we hit more 5s. Okay, one last kill for today for luck, and we'll see if we get anything. If not, it's time to hop off for the day. Nothing. But yeah, I'm just gonna, today obviously, big exam, wish me luck. And also I'm going to spend the evening with my lovely girlfriend. Always important to spend time with those you love. Don't just focus on the RuneScape grind. I know it can be addicting sometimes, folks. But important to spend time with the people you love as well. So I'm going to make us a lovely cheesecake. I'll show you a picture of that as well maybe. Once I'm done making it. And yeah, have a lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed episode 2. I think it's a big improvement on episode 1 at the very least. Yeah, not much progress so far on the grind, but hopefully next week we're going to see a lot more progress. So, yeah, I'll see you then, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. I'll see you next time.